Hey everyone, how's it going? So what am I doing now? I am working on a 2019 Kia Forte, and it got towed to the shop for running very roughly. And I got the scanner hooked up. I haven't started, I haven't done anything to it. It got towed in late Friday, and now it is Monday. So I'm working with the scanner right now. Let's see here. Okay. So I'm going to do a smart scan first. Like I said, I haven't even started this thing yet. Uh-oh. The CVT has codes. Engine does not. So rough running. Do they mean rough driving, maybe? I don't know. One thing I did notice is it's got, can you see that? 84,930. And it was due for an oil change at 84,160. So it's about 800 miles overdue for an oil change. So we're going to check the oil level too, because these things are kind of known for using some oil. I don't know which engine is in this, but let's see what the codes are. So I got a funny feeling that it's a CVT problem and not an actual engine running problem, but I could be wrong. Anything's a possibility. All right, let's see what we got. It just finished. All right, so I'm going to go to report. Okay. Save the report, and then I'm going to email it to myself. This way oops, what did I do? Oh no, I hit the print button. Share is what I meant to hit. Alright. So, what codes do we have? CVT. Incorrect ratio, the code of death for any transmission, really. Torque converter clutch solenoid valve stuck off. That's the only two codes in here. Alright, so I already shared it with myself, but let's do this. Let's check the oil real quick. It's been sitting, like I said, since Friday, so I don't even have a rag on me, which is fine, so I'm not even going to have to wipe it off. But let's check the oil. Alright, I've gone through this with you before. If you don't know where your hood release is, look in your owner's manual, look on YouTube videos. Pop the hood. Some vehicles nowadays, you have to pull the release twice because it doesn't have a safety catch actually underneath the hood. So, and the oil level is full, so we're good with that. All right, let's go take this thing for a quick ride. So I will tell you this, I don't even have to go on a road test. This transmission's cooked. I could feel it. Now, it's in neutral right now, and it's running fine. I got no issue. Put it in gear. Can you hear it? I put it in reverse. It sounds like the torque converter's coming apart. It's super rough. You hear that? Oh yeah. Oh, there's a bearing coming apart in this transmission. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, it's done for. There is something coming apart in this transmission. What it is, I don't know. You hear it just rolling? That sounds like a pinion bearing or something has failed. Okay, the reason I'm saying it's a pinion bearing, okay, this is a front wheel drive. The drive shafts in the front spin the same speed as the tires. Now, as you could see by the vehicle next to me, you hear the speed of that noise, how quick it is? It's like a drive shaft going to a rear, like if you have a bad U-joint or a bad pinion bearing, it's a very fast rotational noise. This is a very fast rotational noise. This is not the speed of the axles, because the axles on this are spinning at obviously the same speed as the tire. So it's spinning quite slowly. That's not... Like the tires are not making that revolution. That's like a 30-mile-an-hour revolution. So... yeah, so there's something coming apart inside the transmission. We're not even going to waste our time, honestly, putting this thing on a lift unless this thing has some kind of a service contract where they're going to require us to put it on a lift and take a fluid sample. But I could tell you just right now from experience that unfortunately this transmission is done for. So, you know, whatever happened, I don't know. But I'm going to probably end this video right there. Let me just get this thing into a parking space. Sorry about this. But yeah, something's really, really coming apart here. If we get to do the transmission repair, then I will show you the fluid, because I guarantee you there's going to be metal in the fluid, just judging by that noise. It sounds like a bearing has failed or something. It's possible the metal has gotten throughout it to create the torque converter solenoid valve stuck off. The gear ratio incorrect. Like I said, that's a code of death on any transmission. If you see like a single or two transmission incorrect gear ratio codes, it's internal. If you see a bunch of gear ratio error codes, like let's say you have an 8-speed and you see like 5 gear ratio error codes, suddenly look for input or output speed sensor codes, or even wheel speed sensor codes that can create that. Like I've seen, and I've shown you videos, wheel speed sensors can create those type of issues, and it can cause shifting issues. I think I showed you, I actually made a video on it, on a Chrysler 200, where the customer was absolutely convinced they needed a transmission, and if you went to go take it for a ride, you would think so too. It was shifting all sorts of messed up, and the problem turned out to be the left rear wheel speed sensor. So yeah, things like that do happen, so it's things you got to keep in mind. There again, like I said, to help you determine where the noise is coming from. Hold on one second. I'm going to put this on because I am dying in here. If it was a slow rotational noise, it sounded like it was going with the wheel speed, then it could be a carrier bearing for the differential. But this was such a fast rotational speed, it's like the pinion. Because, like, let's say this thing has 350 gear ratio, and the final gear ratio is 350. That means that input is going to be 3.5 times as fast as the output. So 3.5 times the speed of the tires. That's the sound of that noise was so much faster than the speed of the tires. That's how I know it's something like that, like a pinion bearing, something along those lines, something on the input drive, something like that. So it's going to be internal no matter what. I guarantee it. 110% guarantee it. So anyway, that's about it. But stuff like that comes with experience, and I've just, I've been around the block a few times, so I kind of know these things. Especially if you're dealing with a rear-wheel drive car and you hear like a fast, like, and it's much faster than the actual vehicle's moving, you know it's drive shaft or pinion related. Usually it's a U-joint if it's a Chevy truck or Ford truck or Dodge truck. But anyway, that's about it. All right, well, that's going to end this video. If you check down in the description, you'll see I have links to Amazon products. I would appreciate it if you at least give them a click. It does help me show traffic and stuff like that. Other than that, if you could, hit the like button. If you could, please subscribe. And if you could, hit the bell thing for notifications so you get notified. And I'm thinking about doing, and I mentioned this now in a couple videos, I'm thinking about doing memberships where you get exclusive access to videos, like say for 24 hours or something like that, and some other perks along with it. So it's something I'm considering. I never considered it before, but I'm considering it now. So anyway, if you guys are interested, let me know. All right, guys, have a great day. Keep wrenching.